Cut it. Wow. Wow, is this powerful? Thank you guys for coming, man. Honestly, 500 people in this building. First show, sold out. Can I get a cheer for that cheer? First time, not the last time. Amen. I love the energy in this room. I love the smiles. I can see the smiles. I can see the laugh, man, honestly. We're getting so much love recently. So much love in this room. So much love online, man. I've been getting so much love online. I've been going viral for about a year and a bit. It's lit, man. It's lit being able to go on my phone 5 a.m., check Instagram or TikTok, see comments. Oh my God, Deji, you're so funny. Deji, you're the best storyteller ever. Deji, I want to suck your... So much love, man. Honestly, so much love. But sometimes I wake up, I check my phone, 5 a.m., and it isn't a nice comment I see. It isn't. Sometimes it's some bullshit like this. Some BS like this. Like, how do you know? How do you know from the TikTok video that my meat is not long? How can you tell from the TikTok video? I felt like commenting on my burner account, maybe I'm a girth guy. You ever thought about that? 95 people like this tweet. 95 people ain't seen my dick. I might be in the high 60s, the high 70s, not 95. That's disgusting, honestly. That's what I hate about the society these days, man. Too much scrutiny on men's dick size. Too much body shaming men. Guys, you understand. How big is your dick? How lit is your stroke game? It's embarrassing, man. That's why I stopped having sex with big booty chicks. I'll be so real. The Kenyans, Zimbabweans, Ugandans, I love them, but I hate them. I can't have sex with them. I can't. Why? Because I know my meat. I know my meat. Every guy should know their meat. I know my meat. I know my length. I know big booty chicks. You need help. You need counseling. You need counseling, honestly. I know my meat. I know my length, man. I hate when I'm doggying a big booty thing and my dick slips out. I said that whole intro to say that. I don't like it when I'm doggying a big bum thing and my dick slips out. That's what I said, honestly. It's embarrassing, man. That's why I hate doggy style. I can't stand doggy style. Missionary, I love missionary. Missionary is too up close and personal. I've cried during missionary. I've cried. A tear dropped from my eye down to her lips. She thought I was being dirty, but I was upset. I love missionary, man. No time to think. You're too up close and personal. Doggy style, different. Too much time to think during doggy style, honestly. Such a passive, casual sex position because for guys, it's just 8 minutes of this. 8 minutes of this. And once you get tired of the view down here, you're left alone with your thoughts. And you be thinking the most random stuff, the most random shit. You be thinking, like, yo, bare people went to Brazil this year, you know? Bare people went to Brazil this year. I might book a trip next year. Or even worse, you'll be there like, I might triple captain Haaland this weekend. It's a double game week, I might triple captain Haaland. Girls, you can laugh, but it's the same thing for you. You guys are just in a different position. You guys are down here like this. And you got sweat. Once you've wiped off the sweat, it's your thoughts. You be like, I might change my nail tech soon. I might change my nail tech. I need some new acrylics. I might change my nail tech. The most random thoughts, most passive thoughts for girls as well, man. Like, actually, I wonder if Trump's tariffs are gonna affect the price of Capelia more bundles. I need some new bundles. I might have to change vendor. I need some virgin hair, exotic wave hair. I hate doggy style. I'll be so real, man. I hate doggy style. Doggy style, there's too much time for judgment. Doggy style, you get one opportunity for your dick to slip out, and then there's judgment. Yeah? It's embarrassing. You'll be there like this, and it slips out, and it's weird for both of you, and you'll be like, sorry, I'm sorry about that. You're sorry, but she's like, oh, fuck's sake. What? KMT, sigh, fuck's sake? Under your breath? She hates you. She hates your strokes, honestly. It's embarrassing, man. It's too embarrassing. That's why I only have sex with the small booty things. I'll be so real. The things where you get inside and you feel the back, you feel the wall, your dick scrunches up and it hurts a little bit. Those are my things. As soon as you get in, you feel her vertebrae. That's my bag, man. It's your cock versus her coccyx. That's my bag, man. Like, yeah, she's got no bum. Bring me the Anodin. Bring me the naproxen. She's got no bum. I'll be so real. I'm too insecure, man. I'm insecure. I'm insecure about my dick length. Insecure about my dick length. Insecure about toys. Every girl's using toys nowadays. It's horrible. It's horrible. You need help. You need help, honestly. Every girl's using toys. I remember I was dating this one girl, Sandra. Her real name's Aquia. Told me to call her Sandy. I remember the second date, she asked me about sex. I don't like bringing up sex. She asked me about sex. She said, have you ever used toys in bed? I said, no. I'm quite vanilla. I've done role play. I've done dictators, Egyptians, politicians. But I've never used toys. She said, okay, what if you couldn't satisfy me, so I decided to use a toy to finish myself up? Would you be okay with that? I said, don't ask me stupid questions. I said, that's not my story. That is not my story. I don't know who the last guy was. But I get active. You're not gonna need to use no toys when I have sex with you. Now, guys, you know, once you've spoken up your dick game before the first time you've had sex, yeah, you have to deliver. You have to, honestly. That's when you get into a problem. That's when you get into a predicament. Remember what I said? Predict. That is, what do you do with your dick before the night you have sex with her? Predicament. You have two options, guys. You have two options. Listen, because I'm about to put you guys on game. I'm about to put you girls on game. You have two options. You can masturbate the night before, and your balls will be empty of sperm. You're going to last longer, but your dick won't look as long. Or you can go a few days without masturbating. Your dick will be full of sperm, but your dick's going to be long and hard. That's a predicament. That is a predicament. I decided to masturbate before. My dick won't look as long, but I'll hide my dick. I'm used to hiding my dick. I don't mind. I need to last long with this girl. I need to satisfy this girl. Yeah? I go to her house. She's horny as hell. Ghanaian babe. Horny as hell. She's ready to go as soon as I get there. I take off my clothes. I turn off the lights. I'm hiding my dick. Turn off the lights. She asked me, why did you turn off the lights? I said, when the lights are off, and I can't see, all of my other senses are heightened. So I really want to experience you tonight. I want to smell you tonight. She said, okay, you're not Daredevil. Dim the lights at least. I'm trying to see something. I dim the lights. We get active. She's as dirty as I thought she was. We're getting active. She's trying to look down. During the I tell her to stay up here. There's nothing for you to see down there. I want to cry on you today. It's missionary only, honestly. But I do what I needed to do. 45 minutes, my new personal best, 45 minutes of strokes. Like that, ladies? I love that. 45 minutes. After the sex, we sigh in unison. I know I've shown her a good time. I look over to her, I said, babe, that was amazing. I don't get no reply. 1 minute later, she jumps out of the bed, ties up her hair, and she's like, okay, I'm horny now, let's go. I said, what the fuck? What do you mean, let's go? What did we just do? I told her I'm 30 plus. I need a couple hours to kind of go again. I need a couple hours before I can do a second round. She's like, I knew this was gonna happen. She walks over to her drawer, opens the drawer. I couldn't see what was in it, but it was definitely bubble wrap. She takes the thing, goes into her ensuite shower, and locks the door. Now, I'm naive. I'm like, actually, yeah, that's fine. Girls, we after sex, that's polite. She doesn't want to get chlamydia. I understand that. I've got the flow app. I understand that. 10 minutes go by and I'm hearing sex noises come from the shower. I'm like, actually, what's going on? But I'm arrogant. I'm naive. I go to the shower. I'm like, you're having cramps. You're having cramps. My strokes brought on your period, didn't they? Like, yeah, that happens. I've read that happens. I've got the premium app on the premium flow app. My strokes brought on your period. 25 minutes go by, and that's when I get suspicious. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, nobody has cramps for 25 minutes. I've got the premium flow app. Nobody has cramps for 25 minutes. What is she doing in that shower? I start to go snooping. I go in her drawers. I look in her drawers. Looks like fucking Toy Story in there. She's got sex toys of all shapes and sizes. She had solids, liquids, gases. It was horrible. Everything was labeled. It was horrible. She had a dildo called Woody. Wasn't based off of a human being. Wasn't based off of a human being. No predicament for that thing. She had a vibrator called Buzz. It had a USB-C port. Why does it need so much power? Why is it connected to her MacBook? It was horrible. She comes out the shower like, oh my God. I'm exhausted. I said, why the fuck you got Transformers in your fucking drawer? What's going on? You're disgusting. You're putting that stuff inside you? You need help. You need a Band 8 gynecologist. That's what you need. I said, I asked you for a charger. You said you don't have a charger, but they're all connected to that. I can't connect to the Wi-Fi because you've got all these devices connected to the Wi-Fi. Location services are off. My mum don't know where I am. I had to tell her I'm at Carnival. It's crazy. It's mad, man. I was upset. I was upset because I feel like I didn't satisfy the girl in the way I was supposed to, in the way I was meant to. And that's not the first time that's happened to me. Yeah, you guys can sigh, but it's the truth. A few years earlier, Cancun spring break. I went to Cancun. Yeah, the man them know you're horny as hell. You are horny as hell. Cancun spring break, I went with the man them. And by the man them, I mean them horny guys that were on stage earlier. Yeah, those PTM guys, I went with them. They're horny as hell, perverts, honestly. You know what we went to Cancun to do? Second to last night, I'm in this club called Aquarius. Beautiful place. I start talking to these girls from Penn State, Pennsylvania, American girls. The girls like to me, look, I like you. I'm American, we're direct. I like you, my friend likes your friend. We want to leave this club and go home back to your hotel and get active. Are you down? I look at my friend, I was like, did you hear what she said? Do you want to go? And he's like, I'm not sure. Do you want to go? I said, I definitely want to go. I definitely want to go. Do you want to go? And he's like, yeah, okay, we'll go. So we told the man, I'm like, okay, cool. We're going to go back to the hotel. You man enjoy the tequila and the nachos. We'll shout you man later, innit? Now, to get back to our hotel from the club, it's about a mile walk along the coast. I don't know if you guys have been to Cancun, but it's a mile walk along the coast. Romantic as hell. I'm walking like this. I'm trying to get to the business. Fuck the romance. I'm walking with my girl. My boy is walking with her friend behind us. Half a mile in, we see these beach beds lined up along the coast. My girl pushes me onto the bed. She's like, I can't even wait to get to your hotel. I'm trying to get active right now. Amazing. We start getting active. My boy and her friend start getting active next to me. I'm like, whoa. I know we're out here having sex on the coast, but let's have some decorum. We're not animals. Like, move down. Move down a couple beds. There's got to be a urinal rule. Move down. I need space to do what I need to do. I'm a girth guy. I need space. We start getting active. I'm enjoying myself. I'm having the time of my life. But I'm mindful that I'm having sex out here on the coast. It's wrong. It's cold. It's cold. I got goosebumps on my back. I can feel the wind between my cheeks. It's like... The water from the shoreline's coming up to my ankles. It was starting to scab. I think a crab bit me at one stage. I think I'm doing everybody a favor by finishing up in 10 minutes. It's supposed to be a quickie. I do my 10 minutes, wham, bam, thank you, man. I finish up. I go back to the sea. I chuck my condom into the sea. I didn't tie it up. Maybe I got a shark pregnant. I don't know. I haven't been contacted by the Atlantic Child Social Services, so I think I'm fine. I'm on the way back to the beach bed, and I see my boy. He's there like this. He's enjoying himself, but he's angry as hell, and he hasn't changed position once. I'm thinking he's enjoying himself, so I go back to speak to my girl, and I'm like, you good? Yeah, I was like, so what do you study, actually? Like, what do you study? What's your name, actually? I didn't get your name. I know my name. I know you know my name, but what's your name? I didn't get your name. I'm asking her questions that I should have known before we started to get active. 10 minutes goes by, my boy he's still there doing this. He's upset as hell, and he's further into land than I was because of the way he's fucking. And that's why I start to get upset, because my girl's asking me like, yo, your boy lasts for long, doesn't he? Is he on Red Bull? I started to chuck slander on his name. I was like, no, he did a different predicament than me. That's why he can last longer than me. She tells me, oh my God, your boy has got so much energy. He's so strong. I'm like, no way, he's not. 10 minutes after, they finish up. He chucks his condom in the river, in the sea. I think he tied his one up. I think he's fine. Then we tell the girls, like, yo, we're going to go back to our hotel. Like, you guys go back to yours. We're going to go freshen up. We might meet you at the club later, sort of thing. As soon as the girl walks off, I look at my boy. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you making love to the girl? And I was like, you don't change position, do you? You just do that. You don't change position. We walked past where he was having sex. There was no sand. There was no sand left. It was just pure earth. I looked down. I could see Satan and Hades playing pool. I said, yo, you man good? They're like, yeah, man, why is your boy so vexed? I was like, I don't know. He'll meet you up soon, honestly. He'll meet you soon. I looked all the way down. I could see China. I could see China through the ground. Looked at his bed. His bed didn't look like my bed. I was like, you take spring break literally, don't you? You take spring break literally. It's crazy, man. I'm insecure. I'm too insecure. So insecure, I can't even go through my girl's tweets anymore. Remember back in the day, you used to be able to go through your girl's tweets, go for her likes if you were smart. Find out what she likes, gift it to her like Charles Xavier, like, yeah, baby, I read your mind. Can't do that anymore. Can't. Girls be liking some nastiness. Twitter's all nastiness now. Nastiness. And the mad thing is, I don't even go for the girls that tweet the nasty stuff. I go for the girls that like the nasty stuff, which is worse. The tweets will be like, oh my God, I love Aaron Pierre. It makes me so proud to see a black king playing an established role like Mufasa. Kill it, king. I hear that. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Not the likes, though. The likes are some nastiness. Oh, my God. Aaron Pierre is so sexy. I wish I was part of his pride so he could take mine when I suck his balls from the back. Suck Mufasa's balls from the back? I said, lions don't do that. Lions don't do that. There's too much for them to worry about. There's hyenas around. Lions don't do that. Disgusting. You need help. You need a vet. That's what you need. You need a Band 8 vet. Or the tweets will be complaints. I don't mind complaints, you know. KMT. I've been waiting for a train at Bermondsey for 8 minutes. South London will be so much better if TfL could just fix up the trains. I agree. South London is shit. I agree. Honestly, I get that. Twitter's for complaints. Not in the likes, though. The likes would be like, I've been waiting for a train for 8 minutes. Talking about trains, I need Aaron Pierre, my man, and Skepta to come run one on me. I'll be waiting at Bermondsey on platform D. Train emoji, train emoji, train emoji. Why so many emojis? Why so many emoji? Bermondsey? 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 I said, I don't know Skepta and Aaron Pierre like that. I don't want to have a threesome with them. I don't want to have an orgy with them. I don't know what they're into. I get there and Skepta's like, there's too many man, too many man, there's too many man. Bermondsey, nobody's ever got off or got on at Bermondsey in their life. Is there even a platform D at Bermondsey? Or is that a sick joke? It's horrible, man, horrible. Can't even chat to your girl after that. Go through your likes and it's all likes about being pleasured by multiple men. It's disgusting, honestly. I remember I said, I couldn't even have a conversation with her after that. She goes to me, I want to go see The Lion King. I said, of course you do. Of course you do. I bet you want to see it in 3D as well, don't you? Horrible girl. She said, no, I'll see it in 2D. I said, oh, now you don't want me involved. Now you don't want me involved in the orgy. Well, I'm coming. I'm coming in more ways than one. I'm coming. Be so real. There's too many, man. Too many, man. Told her I want to take her to New York until she said, yeah, great, I can get some USD. No, you can't. You can't get USD. Nobody says it like that. Just say dollars. Just say dollars. If you wasn't horny, you would just say dollars. We're going to Ukraine. We're going to Ukraine from Bermondsey. I'll be so real. I remember the tweet that crushed me, though. It crushed me to pieces. She liked a tweet from a burner account based in Houston, Texas. I'm not Joe, but I checked. I did check. I'm not a stalker, but I checked. The tweet said, broke and bummy boys give the best D. What? You guys have seen this one, but this is nasty. This is nastiness. For context, when I was seeing this girl, I had a 2-bed flat in Ilford. I had an ensuite shower. I had a mustard ottoman from Dunelm. No broke or bummy guy has a mustard ottoman from Dunelm. It just doesn't happen. So what are you trying to say about my dick game? What are you trying to say about my dick game? That's when I knew I cared more about my dick legacy than I did about generational wealth. Honestly, let my grandkids starve. Let my grandkids starve. Feed them Indomie, but let them know that granddad had great dick. That's why there's so many cousins in the family. Let them know that granddad did the thing. I'll be so real. Broken bummy boys give the best D. That is a crazy tweet, honestly. I started looking for ways to be broken bummy immediately. I stopped washing my pillowcases. I stopped washing them. I went on Google, where can I buy mold? Where can I buy mold? ChatGPT, where can I get CCJs? I need 8 CCJs immediately. I remember the next time she came to my house, I was like, you know what, I need to lay her out. I need to lay her out good, honestly. Gave her the good beat. Used the predicament, 46 minutes, my new personal best. End of the night, she tells me, oh, that was so amazing. She's like, can you book my Uber? I said, I can't afford that. I can't afford that. Look at the wet patch. You know what I do. I can't afford it. I'm broke, I'm bummy, but my D is good. I can't afford that, honestly. No way. Get the N15. The N15 goes all the way to your house, 67 stops, you'll be at home. And on the bus, remember what I did here. I can't afford that. You know I can't afford an Uber. You're crazy. Crazy. Worst thing I ever did, make her walk home, man. Worst thing I ever did. Actually, it's not. It's not the worst thing I ever did. I was in a gang one time. I think a lot of you guys know this. I've been in a gang. But I was a good kid. I was a good youth. In my gang, we had this guy called Tails. Tails with a Z. Yeah? He was called Tails because he had this weird gimmick. He used to flip a coin. Anytime it landed on Tails, something mad was about to happen. So mad, honestly. He also had his pinky finger cut in half. Nobody knew why his pinky finger was cut in half. I remember one amateur, one idiot tried to ask him, yo, why is your pinky finger cut in half? And he booted him in the uterus. His waters broke immediately. He's never getting pregnant again, that kid. And me and my boy we weren't even on the gang thing. We weren't. We shared a cage with these man, and we kind of enrolled in the gang because early 2000, I don't know if any of you lived in Newham, but it started to get mad. It started to get crazy. So I convinced my boy Remy, like, yo, we need to join this gang for the protection. I was an MC, so I had an extra need for protection. My boy Remy, he understands. He's like, okay, cool, we'll join the gang. We joined the gang, but we're faking. We're youngers, we're freeloading. We're not really on anything. I remember one day the police pulled up. They look at Tails and they're like, no trouble tonight, yeah? We don't want no trouble from you tonight, yeah? Okay? No trouble. Tails, he's straight on crud. He's like, blood, don't chat to me, you fucking pigs, blood. Jog on, you dickheads, blood. Don't chat to man. The police don't even respond to him. The police look at us, he's like, you youngsters, don't follow that one, yeah? Nothing but Feltham if you follow that one, yeah? Tails looks at us to see what our response is. I look at Remy. He's not trying to respond. So I go to the police, I was like, blood, you heard the man, don't talk to us, you fucking pigs, blood. Oink, 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 oink. I don't know why I made the pig noises. I don't know. It felt like the right thing to do at the time. The police drive off. Tails looks at me like, blood, why the fuck you making cow noises for, you dickhead? Blood? I look at Remy, I was like, is that cows? I swear that's pigs. I swear that's pigs. Remy's there like, I don't know, you made the noise. I wouldn't have made the noise. I look at Tails, I was like, sorry, I was supposed to say, bah, bah. Sorry. I was supposed to say, bah. He was the craziest guy ever, man, ever. I remember he made me do the worst thing that I've ever done in my life. I remember the day vividly as hell. We're playing football in the cage, me and Remy. Tails comes outside and he's like, yo, what you man saying? You want to kick ball or you want to go on eats? We're 14, 15. We don't even know what the fuck eats is, but it sounds mad. So I'm like, nah, like, we're kicking ball, we're tired. We went on eats yesterday, we're full. We just want to kick ball today. Tails like, all right, say no more. You man want to kick ball, I want to go on eats. I'm going to flip a coin. If it lands on tails, then we're going on eats. If it lands on heads, we'll kick ball. Flips the coin, boom. Tails. He's like, okay, Remy, Dej, get in my car, ASAP. We get in his car. He drives us around for about an hour. We stop outside this ugly estate block, not our estate, but ugly as hell. And I just know something mad is about to happen. I just know something mad is about to happen. So I said to him, like, yo, we're tired. Like, can't we just like rob boss man or something like that? Do something light. And he's like, you man are really not on this thing, you know? Like, okay, cool, say no more. I'm gonna flip a coin again. If it lands on heads, we'll rob boss man. If it lands on tails, we're robbing these human beings, bro. We're getting these phones, real talk. Me and Remy lean over to the front seat in anticipation. He flips the coin, heads. We take a sigh of relief. He smacks the coin. And he says, tails. I look at Remy, I was like, has he done that before? I said to him, so the thing is, it seems like you can dictate what happens because it's a two-sided coin. So if you do that, then it's obviously gonna. Actually, no, let's do whatever you want to do. So he's like to us, look, say no more. Next person to come at this block of flats, we're robbing. Don't care who it is. Remy, you're going first. Next person to come at the block of flats, you're robbing. They're like, what the fuck is this? This is crazy. The next person to come out the block of flats is some small white boy. Remy hops out the car immediately, goes up to him, give me your phone. The white boy is scared as hell, chucks him the phone, runs away. Remy comes back to the car, easy peasy. He gives the phone to Tails. Tails is like, I rate that, you did that quickly, honestly. Takes out the SIM card, opens the glove compartment, chucks the phone in. When he opened the glove compartment, 5 Nokias dropped out onto the floor. He has done eats before. He's like, all right, Dej, your turn. You see that? Same energy. I know my luck is rotten. I know the next person to come out of this block of flats is going to be some white skinhead or some black guy I don't have the ability to rob anyway. I'm 15. The next person to come out the block of flats is some old white lady. She's like 102. Her back is like a crowbar. I say to them, man, I'm not robbing an old lady. Like, no, that's nuts. That's all crazy. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, wait for the next person. Tails is there in the front seat, like, I swear, if you don't fucking rob that little girl, I'ma spark you, you know. I looked at Remy like, is that a little girl? Is that what we're calling little girls? I can't believe what I'm about to do. I can't, but I have to do it. I hop out the car, I go up to the old woman, I'm like, yo, give me your phone, quickly. This is when I realized that she was at least 186 years of age. It takes her a while to turn around. She's like, oh, give me a second. Give me a second, son. I need to. And she looks at me and she's like, it takes her a while to process because the cognitive functioning is gone. So she looks at me and she's like, oh. And I was like, shh, be quiet, like, give me your phone, quickly. This is when I knew that she was old as hell. She looked at me and said, Churchill has saved me. I said, no, the fuck he won't. Give me the fucking phone. When I realized she doesn't understand what's happening, I go into her bag, scrummage around, get the phone, run back to the car. She's not going to remember what happened anyway, so it's all good. I get back to the car. When I get back to the car, Tails is there like, oh my days. Like, I rate you. You did that quickly. Remy's looking at me like, oh my God, what did you do? You've changed. You've changed. What the hell did you do? I feel sick in my uterus, but I've got to play the part. I have to. I look at Remy, I was like, don't be surprised. Take man to the hospice. Take man to the care home. Let me get these phones, bro. Real talk. Let me get these phones. On the way home, what I've done starts to set in. I'm there just thinking like, oh my God, I can't believe I robbed that woman. And Tails in the front seat like, blood, you had that little girl's legs shaking, bro. It's crazy. I rate what you did there, blood. I'm in the backseat like, she had arthritis, you prick, blood. She was shaking before I even got to her, you dickhead, blood. I'm there sniffing. And he's like, what's wrong with you? You upset, blood? You upset? And I was like, nah, man, hay fever. And he's like, see? You've been making them cow noises. Now you got hay fever. Because cows eat hay. I was like, shut up, you fucking dickhead. Focus on the fucking road, you prick, blood. Under my breath. That should have been the last straw. That should have been the last straw of hay, but it wasn't the last straw. The last straw came weeks later. I remember it so well, honestly. We're playing football in the cage. Me, Tails, and Remy were on the same team. We're playing football against these Somali youths. They're smacking us like 10-2. They haven't spoke English once the whole game. Tails is getting vexed. He's like, yo, you man need to start speaking English, otherwise I'm going to switch. I feel like you man are cheating the ting, blood. And you, man, you guys need to defend, otherwise I'm going to start flipping coins. I swear down, I'm going to start flipping coins. I look at Remy, I was like, you heard him. You're Nesta, I'm Maldini. We need to fucking defend now, honestly. No games. 10 minutes later, a little girl walks into the cage with her ball. Now I'm rattled, because this is an actual little girl. It's an actual little girl. And Tails is not in the mood. But Tails shows a different side to him. He's like, hey, pick up the ball. Like, a little girl just walked in the cage. Pick up the ball, man, pick up the ball. Wallahi, pick up the ball before I spark you, blood, dickhead. He's like, all right, say no more. A little girl just walked into the cage. We're going to have to start from 0-0. We're going to have to start from 0-0. Real talk. Let me chat to the girl, get off the pitch, we go again. He goes to the little girl, polite as hell. He's like, sorry, like the man them are playing, like I don't want you to get hit by the ball, it's quite hard. If you can, just go play on the climbing frame, and then like you can come play. We just started, but after 30 minutes, you can come play. The girl looks at him and he's like, okay, thank you, sir. She goes to walk off. She turns back at me and she was like, what happened to your finger? Tails looks at her like, heads or tails? I intervened immediately. I was like, no, you're not flipping the coin at the girl, bro. You're not flipping the coin at the girl. I told the girl, go. You're not flipping the coin at the girl. What's wrong with you, bro? It's a little girl. It's an actual little girl. What's wrong with you? You need help. You need cams. You need cams, team leader. What's wrong with you? You're mad. I got vexed because I saw him lining up to curl her into the top corner and make it 1-0. Crazy guy, honestly. Crazy guy. It's mad, man. Been in a gang, but always kept my moral compass. So weird. It's weird to be in a gang with a moral compass. Even after I left the gang, got to my late teens, early 20s, still kept my moral compass. Was the typical male struggling to control his drives. But kept my moral compass, and it kept me out of trouble for the most parts. Then I get to my late 20s, get into the content creation game. Same thing, kept my moral compass. Didn't lean too far into the offensive stuff. Now, I'm a stand-up comedian. I am indeed. I am a stand-up comedian, first show. And I'm molding my image at the moment, and I really want to keep my moral compass. It's crucial to me, and I hope you guys can help me to do that. You guys help me to get here. You help me to take off. I hope you help to keep me grounded. I hope you give me grace where I need grace, but I hope you pull me up where I need to be pulled up as well. Honestly, that's what I want. That's what I want. Thank you very much. Thank you. I've been going to see a lot of stand-up comedians, and there's so much that I want to take from them. Like, some of them are in this room. Shout out to you guys in the room. So much I want to take from them, and a couple of things that I don't really want to inherit from stand-up comedians. 2 things in particular. Like, one is the dark comedy. Like, a lot of comedians lead into the dark comedy. I'm talking about like the DEJ jokes. DEJ jokes are crazy. It's funny, I get it, it's funny. Like, the DEJ situation has been made to be funny, but if you actually deep it, then, and if half the allegations we've heard are true, then that's a very dark situation with a lot of trauma attached to it. Maybe not the thing that you want to be making jokes about all the time, sort of thing. Number 2 is the offensive jokes as well. Like, I see this go off in the comedy shows, like the homophobia, the transphobia, misogyny, sexism, the racism. Comedians love that stuff. They love it. And the audiences love that stuff. And I hear it. I think the world is overly sensitive at the moment. They're trying to keep the stand-up comedy space sacred. I get that. I understand. If I'm not allowed to cook outside, at least let me cook in this room. But I don't really... Thank you guys. Thank you. But I don't subscribe to the sticks and stones theory. I believe that words can carry pain. Words can carry trauma. I came into this thing going viral. I hope to continue going viral. And when you go viral, you can't dictate who's going to hear your words. You can't dictate what pain your words are going to carry to people. So I think when you're wielding a sword that sharp, it's important that you keep your moral compass. And that's what I want to do, honestly. So that's going to be me. That's the kind of comedian I want to do. Not saying that I'll never make an offensive joke. I'll never make a dark joke. But I'm going to try not to. I'm going to try to be a good person. Can we get a round of applause for that, please? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. And that's how I've always been. I've always felt like I thought differently from the average person, from the average comedian, from the average human being. Like, I'm the kind of person that thought I Need a Boy Part 1 was better than I Need a Boy Part 2. Yeah, I'm going to cut that part out. I'll cut that part out, and we'll see where it goes. Honestly. Shout out to you guys, man. Fabian. Where's Fabian? Fabian, I don't know what you're doing up there, honestly. I'll be so real. I'm not going to pick on you, but I don't know what you're doing up here. Shout out to everybody in the room, man. True story, a bit of a sentimental story. I have an older brother who's 1 year older. I don't really talk about him much, and he's 1 year older. We're supposed to be so tight, but we're not. Like, we're semi-estranged. It's weird. It's so weird, honestly. And at the beginning of the year, he messaged me randomly. Like, we only talk like 4 times a year. I can't remember the last time I saw him. And he messaged me at the beginning of the year, and he was like, yo, Dej, I watched your pod, and he heard me make a joke saying that he hates me. And although he knew it was a joke, he also knew that there was some seriousness behind the joke. So he messaged me, and he was like, yo, Dej, I wanted to let you know that I don't hate you, number one. And then he gave his perception of why we're not tight anymore, why we're not close. And we hashed a few things out, and we realized through the conversation that actually he's matured a lot, I've matured a lot. I probably wasn't the easiest younger brother to have. He probably wasn't the easiest older brother to have. And we agreed that actually this year we would make an effort to become brothers again, which has been amazing. And now he's in this room, he's actually here in this room. He's right there. And I just wanted to say, honestly, I didn't plan this, but I'm so happy that you're in this room, honestly. I say to my boys all the time, you made me, honestly, how creative I am, how funny I am, you made me. So, this is your creation on stage at the moment, honestly. You deserve to be here. You made me lit. You made me lit. You also fucked me up, though. I'll be real. Let's be real. You were a fucked up older brother. Let's be real. I was a weird younger brother, but you were a weird older brother. My brother would do the craziest stuff, honestly, the craziest stuff. I remember we were in year 5, year 6, and he randomly comes to me. He's like, Dej. I was like, yeah. He's like, if you was a girl, what boy in school would you like? It's so sick for a year 5 to be asking such a question, man. How do you even think of that? And this is when we were really young, so gay was taboo. I was like, don't ask me, that's gay. That's gay. I'm not answering that. Stop being stupid. I'm playing Super Mario. Don't ask me stupid questions. And he was like, no, it's not gay. It's not gay. It's not gay. It can't be gay. Because I'm saying, if you was a girl, what boy in school would you like? I'll answer after you answer to prove that it's not gay. Very manipulative shit. Very manipulative. So I was like, okay, so I'm a girl. I said, I'm 100% a girl, yeah? I'm 100% a girl, as in, I'm 100% a girl, as in, I would 100% get into Natalie B's gym. Is that what you're saying? I'm a girl, yeah? I said, oh my God, so I'm 100% a girl, yeah? I'll get into Natalie B's gym. They're not going to question me at the gym, yeah? And you're going to answer after me, yeah? Yeah, 100%? I said, okay. Well, in that case, if I'm a girl, as a female woman girl, I would pick Romano. Now, Romano was one of my best friends, very cute kid. All the girls liked him. And that's the excuse I gave to my brother. I said, I'll pick Romano because he's very cute and all the girls like him. As soon as I said Romano, he was like, ugh. He's like, you like Romano. I was like, no. No, I don't. We agreed that I'm a girl. And he's like, nah. He's like, no, you're gay. You're gay. I was like, no, I'm not. I was like, no, don't do this. You tricked me. I said Romano because you said I'm a girl. I was like, okay, so who would you pick then? And he's like, I'm not answering that question. That's gay. And he ran off like a sicko. And I just knew, he's so sick. I knew you couldn't leave it there. I knew that wasn't going to be the end of it. The next day, I'm chilling with Romano after school. It's not gay, he's my best friend. He's my best friend. I'm chilling with Romano after school. And my brother comes over and he's like, Deji? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, Romano's there? And he runs off like a sick freak. I knew it. And he didn't leave it there. I remember 2 weeks later, we're playing kiss chase in our playground, boys versus girls, as it was back in those days, boys versus girls. I'm in my playground playing with my year group. He's not even supposed to be in my playground. Why are you here? We're playing kiss chase, and he comes and he's like, stop. I think somebody wants to change teams. As soon as he sings, I know there's problems, I swear down. And all the girls are like, what are you talking about? We're playing. And he's like, well, I think Deji wants to change teams because he told me if he was a girl, He would like Romano. He would like Romano. I was like, that's not even a theme song. That's not even the fucking theme song to that tune. And the girls were like, did you say that? And I'm like, I didn't. I told him, he's lying. He's lying. He's lying. And Romano's there like, did you really say that? Are we not doing boys versus girls anymore? Do you really like me? As Romano's taking steps away from me, I feel like I'm losing one of my best friends. So I start taking steps towards him. I'm like, no, Romano, he's a liar. Please, don't do this. He picks up speed, I pick up speed, and before you know it, I'm chasing Romano around the playground. It's crazy. And my brother's there like, see? Kiss, chase, mwah, 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 mwah. And he runs back off to his playground. Everybody's watching us like, ugh. Even the teachers are like, Graham, wasn't this a gendered sport? Wasn't this normally boys versus girls? And Graham's there to the teacher like, let them have their fun, okay? Times are changing. Let's check our EDI policies. Let them have their fun, yeah? Times are changing. Everybody needs a bit of fun sometimes, Susan. Crazy times, man. Crazy ass brother. That's when sexuality, we were childish about sexuality, childish about homosexuality in particular. I've grown up since then. The world has gone through a bit of an enlightenment since then. I'm a lot more comfortable with homosexuality. Been around a lot of gay guys. Worked in River Island. Some of our River Island gang are in the audience now. Shout out to you. Worked in River Island, and River Island's EDI policy is fucked because every manager is a gay man in River Island. It's so weird. I didn't mind it, though. I didn't mind it. I leaned into it. I like it because gay guys like me. I'll be so real. They like me. I think they see me. They think small, decent cheekbones, kind of sexy, fuckable. That's what they think if we're being real. They think fuckable, honestly. And I leaned into it. I'll be so real. It helped me to keep that job at River Island because I was like the worst employee. I was coming into shifts late, missing shifts. I was a uni student. And I remember one time the manager called me into the office. He told me straight. He's like, Dej, this is like your 8th disciplinary. I'm supposed to terminate your contract, but because I like you, I'm gonna let you stay. And he touched my bicep. When he touched my bicep, I tensed up a little bit. And I said to him, whatever you need, let me know. I don't know what that means. I don't even know what that means. I just know I needed that job. Whatever you need, let me know, honestly. But that's the thing about gay guys, man. You give them an inch and they try to take 9. Or 8, depending on the predicament. Depending on the predicament, it might be 8. So I remember there was one day he called me into the stockroom. Now I work on women's footwear, yeah? It's the flipping gargoyles and the hunchback of Notre Dame that works in the stockroom. I'm a pretty boy, I work on women's footwear. But because I'm on women's footwear, it's not unusual for me to be asked to the stockroom. So I'm not suspicious when I get asked there. He calls me into the stockroom, he's like, Dej, come to the stockroom. I go to the stockroom and he goes to me, Dej, customer wants a size 8 midi dress. It's on the top rack. I can't reach it. The ladder's there. Can you use the ladder to get it for me, please? And I was like, so you want me to use the ladder to get something that I can't reach and you can't reach? Why don't you just get it yourself? Or why don't you ask one of the ogres that work in the stockroom to get it for you? Why me? Why me? And he's like, look, Dej, I don't have time to explain. I need my fix. Please, can you get it for me? I didn't really hear I need my fix. I don't know what that meant when he said that. But I was like, okay, you're the boss. I'm going to get it for you. I'm going to get it for you. I grab the ladder. I pull it over. I take my first step up. I'm like, as soon as I went up one step, I hear from below me, I looked down, I was like, is everything okay? Are you good? Like, are you okay there? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine, please, keep going, don't stop, please. I could hear the ogres from the stockroom like, is everything all right in the stockroom? And Sam's like, yeah, we're fine, don't come in, we're fine, please. So I'm like, yeah, let's keep it quiet down there. I'm gonna get the dress, let's keep it quiet. So I start going up the ladder, and from below me I'm hearing, And I looked down at him, I was like, oh my God, you're having sex with me, aren't you? You're having sex with me in your head. That's disgusting. I get down off the ladder, and I'm like, I'm not doing this. This is the thing about you. You always take things too far. This is a HR situation. Stop it. I go to walk out of the stockroom, and he goes, Deji. As soon as he said Deji, I clenched up my... I clenched up my butt cheeks. I don't know why. I just clenched it up as well because my name only has one eye. I don't know what. I don't know. Deji, I've never heard my name said like that as well. And he's like, look, either you get me the midi dress or I do a disciplinary, which probably ends in the termination of your contract. I was like, is that what you're doing, yeah? Is that what we're gonna do? Yeah? Is that what you're doing? I grabbed the ladder, I said, if that's what we're doing, then get what you need to get, honestly. Get whatever fix you need to get. I need this job. I need this job. I start climbing the ladder in the sexiest way known to man. Do whatever you need to do. I need this job, honestly. I got him the dress. I said, you want me to wear the dress? I can wear the dress. I can wear the dress if you want me to wear the dress. Oh, we've got new crop tops in the new spring collection. I can put on a crop top, a size 6 will be nice and tight. I can do that for you, honestly. I don't mind. I can make those jokes, man. I can make those jokes because I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I know who I am. Despite what happened in that stockroom, I know who I am. I know who I am. I'm a heterosexual, British-born, Nigerian/Jamaican man. Yeah, I hear a couple chuckles at the Jamaican. You guys didn't know that. But my surname is Olaniyi Maxwell. What's funny about that? I don't understand what's funny about that. The Olaniyi is Nigerian. The Maxwell is Jamaican. It's always been on my ID. Always been on my registers. Never questioned it. Always felt the vibes, though. Vibes spelled VBYZ. Always felt the vibes. Always felt like I wanted to show a little chichi boy wagwan on the dance floor, you see me now? Always felt like that. Never got confirmation until I went to go speak to my mum years later. I went to go renew my passport years later. Now, I don't know if any of you have renewed your passport recently, but they ask you pretty specific questions. One of the questions they ask you is, where were your mum and dad born? What town and city were your mum and dad born? I've always heard around my house, Ondo State. Ondo State, Ondo State. So that's what I put down on my application for my mum and my dad. I wrote all my dad's shit in pencil, though, because he wasn't around for the first 5 years. We don't look alike. He likes Dirty December. I don't know. You're not ruining my application. But I go to my mum, like, yeah, this is what I put down for you and dad. Like, is this okay? Like, is this correct? And she's like, yeah, all fine for me. But make sure for your dad, you put down that he was born in Kingston. I looked at her, I was like, oh, what y'all talk about, woman? What y'all talk about, Kingston? And she's like, yeah. If you want the application to be approved, make sure you put down that your dad was born in Kingston, Jamaica. I was like, oh my God. I'm half Nigerian, half Jamaican, and you let me do my childhood without medication? That's crazy. That's why I'm a yapper. That's why I got main character syndrome squared. I was like, oh my days, Jamaica. And my mom was like, yeah, Jamaica. I was like, I miss Portmore. I miss Portmore so much. I miss Tivoli Gardens so much. Jamaican. I was like, oh, where me Clarks then? Where me Bombo Clarks then, woman? Where me Clarks at, woman? Now the stockroom wine makes so much sense to me. If I knew I was Jamaican, I would have climbed the ladder and jumped onto him. In true Jamaican fashion. I said, Mom, you can't drop a bombshell on me like that and not give me the backstory. She said, it's your daddy's story, go and ask him. I said, I will go and ask him. I went downstairs to go and ask my dad. I look at him, he's watching Ben TV. I look at him and I'm like, oh. I said, oh. Oh, he doesn't respond. He doesn't respond at all. He doesn't respond. I'm like, Dad, you were born in Jamaica. Why don't I know that you were born in Jamaica? And he's like, are the flags not green? I was like, oh my God, are the flags not green in response to my national identity queries? I was like, nah, this guy ain't Jamaican. He ain't. That's Nigerian to that's Zone 5 Ondo State. Nah, no Jamaican man can do that, honestly. I went back upstairs and I said to my mum, like, yeah, Mum, that Dad still hates me from year 6. He's not trying to tell me nothing. Like, what's the story behind this Maxwell situation? What's the story behind this Jamaica situation? And she told me the truth. She told me that in the 80s, when African people were trying to come here, it was hard for them to get right to remain. It was difficult. And because of the legacy of the Windrush policies and procedures, which had expired by the mid-60s, late 70s, it was easier for you to get right to remain if you said you were from a Commonwealth country. So my mom and dad said that they were from Jamaica. Hey, I'll be real, that's what they did. Taking the life further, they gave the surname Maxwell. And it sounds crazy, but like, yo, they got right to remain, so shout out to them for doing it, honestly. Like, yeah, round of applause to them. How did they know to do that? You gotta do what you gotta do. I said I was an ACS treasurer on my job applications. We all lie sometimes. And now we're here. Now I'm trying to go Vibes Cartel on Sunday at Wireless, so like, yeah, it all worked out, honestly. It all worked out. Came back to bite my dad in the arse, though, because I love Jamaican girls. And I brought bare Jamaican girls home. And he hates Jamaican girls. He hates all girls, to be honest. He doesn't really discriminate. And the maddest thing is, I wasn't even trying to bring them home to meet the guy. That's not my plan, honestly. But when he was trying to get this visa, he was doing shifts. He was a barber. He was a solicitor. He was doing absolutely everything. Overtime, undertime. I couldn't predict his shift pattern, so it was unpredictable. So there was bare times where he met a girl in my yard. Not my plan. But I'll go to the girl. One time in particular, I'll say to the girl, like, yo, my dad's home. You're going to have to meet him. We might have to get married. Let me know what ring you want. We'll sort the rest out later, honestly. And the worst thing about this one girl, she had that piercing. What do you call that piercing that girls have here? Yeah, that's it, Satan's ring. She had Satan's ring. She had Satan's ring right here. And I was like, my dad's going to hate that piercing, honestly. I asked her, like, can you take it out? And she's like, no, I'm not taking it out. I was like, cool, don't. I was like, can you get a blocked nose with the... And she's like, oh, that's a stupid question. Sorry, that's a stupid question. I said, okay, cool. You're going to meet my dad. I need to teach you two things. The first thing is call him uncle. It's not incestuous. It's just the way we do it in Nigeria. Call him uncle. She's like, cool. The second thing is I need to teach you to prostrate. That's what we do in Nigeria. We prostrate. So I start teaching her. I said, go down like this, do all of that. And in fairness to her, she's trying her best to learn. As soon as I see her go down like this, I said, don't bring that Ice Spice shit around my dad, honestly. I don't want our marriage to start with a slap, and he will slap you if you do that Ice Spice stuff. After a crash course, I bring her downstairs. I say, yeah, like, Dad, this is my friend, Shaniqua. We were just chilling upstairs. And she's like, hello, uncle. She tries to prostrate. Back's horrible. Looks like that old woman's back. Didn't prostrate properly at all. And my dad looks her in the eye, and he looks right at the piercing. he looks right at the piercing. He's like, I bind you in the name of Jesus. I had to put my dad to the side. I was like, Dad, you can't bind somebody before they've sinned. You don't even know what she's done. Yeah, she did a lot of nastiness upstairs, but you don't know that. You don't know that. Give her a chance. Give her a chance. And she starts to get teary-eyed, and she's like, sorry, uncle. And he looks at her, he's like, if I slap you with Leviticus, you would turn to flames. And the girl just ran out crying. In my head, she didn't even go through the door. She just went through the wall like a cartoon. I turned back to look at my dad, and he was actually holding the Bible open. Leviticus chapter 3, and I was like, oh my God, you were about to slap her. You were about to slap her with the Bible, weren't you? You need help. You need a counselor. You need help, honestly. You need help. They're telling me my time is nearly up. Sad. Reloaded. I feel like God wanted the concept of this show to be timed, to be honest. I'm superstitious, so like the clock app, the TikTok, is the thing that made me do this. It was all of those TikTok comments that made me think I might have a chance at stand-up, so shout out to that. It's superstitious, but I hear it. It just feels weird. I feel like it's the first time in my life that most of the people I meet are younger than me rather than older than me. I feel like we don't ever think about that. We don't ever think, what's the point where most of the people you meet are going to be younger than you? And that affects the way you perceive yourself. So being 33 and being able to do this at 33, I'm happy, but I also feel like, why couldn't I be here at 22? Why couldn't I be here at 26, 27 at least? Why 33? And I have to snap out of it. I have to remind myself that if I keep thinking like that, if I'm remorseful, if I'm upset or regretful, then I don't get to savor these moments. I don't get to savor being on stage and enjoying it. So I'm trying to snap myself out of that. Also, we always feel like we're too late to do something. Like, we always feel like that. We're so hard on ourselves with regard to time. I remember in uni, we used to judge the third years for being in raves. Like, ain't you got jobs to apply for? Ain't you got exams to revise for? It's mad, but like, the third years were like 21, like 20, 21, that's the age you're at in third year. And we used to, imagine telling a 21, 22-year-old not to be in a rave. That's crazy. Like, in America, they don't even get to drink until they're 21. Like, it's mad. And we're always like that. So I'm trying to not be hard on myself. I'm trying to tell myself that actually, although I'm 33, I still feel young. I still act young. I still look good. I've still got energy. So while I'm here, in this moment, let me enjoy it, honestly. Let me savor it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want you guys to take that away from this thing as well. Like, if COVID showed us anything, then it showed you, like, use your time wisely. When you've got time and energy, honestly, do what you want to do. Take that first step, or have as much fun as you need to have, honestly, because we don't get a lot of time. Life goes from saying what you're going to do, to saying what you're doing, to saying what you've done. And when you get to the stage where you're saying what you've done, you want your memory bank to be full. You want to have so many memories that you enjoy your time reminiscing. You guys hear that message? Yeah. Amazing, sweet. My time is up, but can I give you one more? Yeah. Okay, cool. But then I want to go back to this comment. Because I started here and it's still on my mind, honestly. Like, how do you know, honestly? There's not enough scrutiny on girls, man. I could never tweet something like this, honestly. Not enough scrutiny on girls, too much scrutiny on guys. If we're being real, not a lot of riders out here. Hey, I said it. Not a lot of riders out here, not in the UK. Maybe in Penn State, but not in the UK. I'll be so real. Riders are so rare, every guy remembers their first ride. I remember mine. I forgot to turn off the lights. I looked crazy. I remember, I was like, oh, Margaret. Don't ask me why her name is Margaret. I told you I've done role play, dictators, politicians. You figure it out. Every guy remembers their first ride, and the ride is so weird. Cowgirl is such a weird position because it's the best position and the worst position. The best position because you get the best orgasms when you're not doing anything. Ladies, you understand. It's the worst position because you can't hide. That's why I like missionary. When I come, I could hide. I don't like my cum face. I don't want to be embarrassed. I'll be coming like, oh my God, please. Please don't raise taxes. Please don't raise taxes, Margaret. Please don't raise taxes. And the girl will be looking at me like, oh my God, you've never done this before, have you? This is your first rider. And I'll be like, yeah, it is my first rider. It is. Not a lot of uck queens out here. Not a lot of uckers badders. Yeah, it took a turn. It got dark for a second. It took a turn. But let's be real. Mandem, you're here. Every guy's had the head with the teeth. Like, every guy's had the bad head, like, so the sharp teeth. It happens. It happened to every guy. And you'll be there coming, and she'll be like, oh my God, are you about to come? And you'll be like, no, Venom, no, it hurts. It hurts, Venom. I'm sorry, that's unfair to Venom. He's minding his business. I remember I was seeing this girl, man, who gave the worst head, sharpest teeth on earth, man. And I liked her. I wanted to continue seeing her. I just don't want head anymore. I'm well within my rights to want to date you and not get head. I am. I remember I took her to Cotton's. We ordered a rum pitcher and a jerk platter. And I remember looking at her eating the meat, and I was like, I feel sorry for that oxtail. I've never had sympathy for jerk chicken ever in my life. I was like, your teeth are sharp as hell. I was like, you like your meat well done. You like your meat well done. You have no problems with Shaki. You have no problems with Shaki, honestly. I wanted to continue dating her. I remember she got drunk off the rum pitcher. Them pitchers are strong in Cotton's. And she's like, oh my days, this oxtail's so nice, but the next meat I want in my mouth is yours. And I was like, don't threaten me. Don't threaten me in this restaurant, because you know what kind of head you give, honestly. Don't threaten me. And I remember we get home and we're so drunk off the picture, we start doing that drunk flirting stuff. We start doing that. She's like, oh my days, I can't wait to get you upstairs. I want to suck your dick. I was like, what? You want to suck my dick? She's like, yeah, I can't wait to get you upstairs. Take your trousers off. I need to suck your dick. I was like, what? You want to suck my dick? Yeah? She's like, yeah, please, take your trousers off. I want to suck your dick. I was like, you want to suck my dick? She's like, yeah, please, take it off. I want to suck your dick. I was like, oh my God, you want to suck my dick? She's like, yeah, please. I was like, okay, let me get the painkillers, because your head is so bad, honestly. In fact, can we not today? Can we just use toys? I don't mind. You get Buzz and Woody. I'll get Henry the Hoover. We call it a day, honestly, because your head is so bad. You give the worst head in the UK. You give the worst head in Bermondsey. She said Bermondsey? I said, yeah, Bermondsey. You give the worst head in Bermondsey. You give the worst head in Cancun. I said, the lions will be jealous of you. The lions will be jealous of you, your teeth. Your teeth are so sharp. If you tried to suck my fastest balls from the back, he would hate that head. He would hate that head, honestly. I said, your head's so bad, you make me miss Tails. You make me miss, we had this guy in the ends called Tails, you make me miss him. That's how bad your head is. In fact, flip this coin. Anything but heads. Anything but heads, please. My Jamaican side came out and said, please don't give me head, please. Me just have a nice jerk platter. Please, no head, your teeth too sharp, your teeth too sharp. I looked at her and said, your head should be Diddy's punishment. Your head should be Diddy's punishment. I said to her, I got better head in the stockroom. I got better head in the River Island stockroom. My name is Deji. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been an absolutely amazing audience. I love you guys so much, honestly. Thank you all. Have a good night. I will see you guys soon. We're definitely going to do this again. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching my special. If you're here, that probably means you paid a couple pounds out of your account to watch that. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was lived up to your expectations. I know there was quite a bit of anticipation for this. And yeah, I just wanted to take this moment to say like a huge thank you. Like, I feel like we did something special here. I never planned to be a stand-up comedian. So yeah, like I always pay homage to you guys in the comment section and my followers for making me do this and actually making me fall in love with something that, yeah, I loved, but I didn't know I would love doing. And to me, this just feels different. Like, I feel like I've always had potential. Like, if you know my story, you know that I've been to Sony, Universal, Netflix for different reasons, music, animation. But this just feels different. This feels more than just this guy has potential. This feels like, yeah, he has potential, but he's going to be so much greater. That was my third time on stage. And I feel like it's not only a situation where you can see that I'm going to be good at this if I continue to honor the craft and respect it and do the work to get better. But actually, even at this moment in time now, he's still like very good at it. I feel like I can still give people a night of enjoyment, and that feels different from where I've been previously. Let me know how it made you feel. Like, please let me know, show me the love. Like, let me know if it was funny, if you enjoyed it, what stories you liked. I love interacting with people, especially while I still can. I still have the means to. So please do let me know. Tell your friends, encourage other people to watch it and buy it. And yeah, follow me, man. I got so much more coming. I think you know that I love psychology. I'm planning to bring back my psychology podcast. Shows are going to continue to happen. My pod is going to continue to run past the meerkat. So yeah, follow me. This feels like a really exciting time in my life. It feels like where I'm really in a good space to give other people happiness and bless other people. So yeah, follow me. Thank you once again. Again, hope you see what all the fuss is about and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.
Yeah, got a queue full of dudes, hope I show up first. Got a body that will make a brother blow up church. We could foxtrot or we could hopscotch. Do you really wanna try? Cause all your bros got turfed. I was used to potholes, but the roads got worse. We can drink till you think that your glow up's blurred. Save me the first dance and the last dance. Snake hips gonna put me in a hard trance. If we make it to the yard, I'ma roll up skirts, roll up hers. Maybe she could show us perks. Bust longer than the 25 when you slide. You can get it, but you're gonna have to grow up first. That's the draw.
I know you got the darkness. I know you kinda heartless. Let me show you a good. Let me show you a good time. Let me show you a good. I know you got the darkness. I know you kinda heartless. Let me show you a good time, girl. Let me show you a good. Let me show you a good.
Yeah, same girl, I've been praying on the whole night. Dreams are sold out, don't dance with no guys. We can foxtrot or we could hopscotch. No, I gotta switch numbers at home time. Slow wine, little ice in your cold wine. Gold mine, take me back to the old times. And you gon' feel the burn coming both sides. Whisper in my ear, finna make me feel so tight, Susie.
I know you got the darkness. I know you kinda heartless. Let me show you a good. Let me show you a good time. Let me show you a good. I know you got the darkness. I know you kinda heartless. Let me show you a good time, girl. Let me show you a good. Let me show you a good.